It's Colt. I'm back. Spit and Text Upholstery. Thanks for tuning in. So, what we were doing was I showed you the layout. We chose smoke over clear, and how you purchase it. It comes with that real fine paper on the back. So you lay that out, boom, boom, boom. You stretch it, let it sit. Trace your pattern with your frame. Remember, this is, we're salvaging the frame. So basically, we're not building this from the ground zero. Again, this is to save you money, the consumer. Sometimes you don't have to just replace everything. Get yourself a thing of degreaser and a couple, 60-cent Walmart and clean your stuff up. Don't let no one fool you. Make sure they use the right thread and the right snaps and everything. I'm trying to help you if you want to walk in and act like you know what you're talking about, or do it yourself. So where we're at right now is we sewed that beautiful smoke on there. Remember? Okay, both of these. If you pan over there, that's the other one. My brother Kurt's helping me today with the camera. So what you do is you lay it down and it'll grab when it's out here on that field. See that? That's the brand new stuff. This is the old stuff. So now what did we do? We sewed the perimeter all the way around, just the perimeter. You can see where the old sew was. See that? We're going to duplicate that as well. We're going to follow everything, okay? We're using Tech 90 gray, slate gray. These are all brand new hardware, okay? You have your tops. They chose a light gray, and it's a two-part system. This is a two-part system, okay? So the big circles, those are these. There's a top plate, and then there's a bottom plate, and then they curl in on one another. All right, you guys all know this. So, you watched the prior video, so I don't want to explain myself too much. I want to keep moving because I need to get this done. This has to be done tomorrow. So, I want to go over this one more time. Come over here, Kurt. Okay, now you see this? You see how that is separated right there? Okay, that is the shrinkage. Now watch. When I pull this, that'll come, okay? That's the shrinkage from the sun over time. This is over 10, 15-year-old window glass. We adjusted for that, okay? We pushed this flat. Remember, it was up like this, and they were having a hard time. So we went all the way up. That's how you do it. You keep the whole thing intact. Adjust the one piece that is distorted, and you'll run into this, whether it's on the end or on the top. You never know where it's going to be. The sun is brutal. It happens to be right here on the bottom. Oh no, this is actually the top. So they were having a hard time snapping it. Well, I adjusted that 1/2 inch for shrinkage, and this is the bow. It's right here. Again, this used to have one there. Used to have one there, used to have a short one there, okay? So there was no abrasion on the bows that hold up the top. Well, we're circumnavigating that. He's going to go with little foam pads that go on the bars, and per my advice. So anyway, we sewed this whole thing on with that adjustment to a new plate. That's the smoke. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on. What you do is you start. And you can see right here, there was a repair of some kind sometime. But how this works is in any upholstery application, they take the good side to the good side and sew it together. And then they fold it over. That's what this seam is. That's why you can see that little lip there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to hug that. You see that? Yeah. And then what's underneath? Brand new glass. Then we're going to come over here and sew this down. This is how you circumnavigate having to pay for a new frame. This is thousands of dollars that I'm saving you right now. You know, and months. Who knows how long it takes for someone to get back to you. So, take your time and you'll see how this you'll cut this. You just one push, bam, one push, bam. And just take your time when you're doing this, okay? Don't cut the frame. This is the frame. See this? This is the old glass. That's the new glass. Look at that. And you come through and you just do a new top stitch. Imagine that. Imagine that. They would have charged you a fortune on top of the buttons. I know this guy and I like this guy and I like his wife. I'm just doing it. They're good people and they're friends with my buddy, Stephen Eggers. He owns a meat shop up on the South here in Spokane. And sometimes you just got to pay it forward, you know? Meet friends and apple pie and Chevrolet and praise the Lord every day. That's what we should do. We got to take care of one another when we can. We work hard. Honesty. Keep Jesus in your heart and keep swinging. So, thank you for watching, but this is all it is. And you get a nice sharp pair of scissors and you ride the edge of that. See that? Just so it's not hanging over. We're looking for aesthetics right now. We're removing this, but we're doing it in a very beautiful way. See that? Look at that. Look how clean that is. Okay? And it doesn't matter that there's the remnants of the plastic underneath, because it's there. All that is more meat for these buttons. When you go to put these buttons on, so I'm going to show you how to do it if Kurt has time tonight. You got time, Kurt?
Maybe.
Maybe?
We'll see.
So, look at me. It's not easy doing YouTube videos. And you damn sure can't do them alone most of the time. So anyway, you got this and this, okay? Bam, bam. And then this tool does that, okay? So the more meat you have in the middle, the sturdier your snaps are. All right. So this is almost done. I just want to show you all of this. And then we're going to put a couple buttons in, and then Kurt is off work. No, Kurt's one of the best carpenters in this, the Spokane area. This man has skill like you've never seen. And he's thinking about doing his own YouTube channel. And I hope he does, because what he does is amazing. You would not believe the stuff this guy does. I've worked with him. Or watched him work more than anything. Okay, so, okay. And you see, that's a brand new smoked. We did it, okay? And then when we flip it over, now look at this. It goes all the way, the entire perimeter, okay? And then how did we do it? You remember? It was taxed right here. It was all wrinkled up from the heat of the sun and weathering over 10 plus years, probably 15. Well, the prior video will show you how to straighten that out, lay it down, clean it first, take all the buttons off, and then trace it out, and the machine, all of this, you know. So now all I'm going to do is go over all of these previous stitches and use a slate gray, and we're good to go. So this is how you do a button. And then Kurt, you're off work, and I really appreciate your help. So this is an outstanding tool. If you're going to buy a punch, get this one. Like I said, they should be paying me for this, but I ain't that cool. Maybe one day. So, you come through, pick your proper size. Bam. Like butter. You grab one of your top caps. You grab the inside, the snap cap. I believe this is already staged for that. So this sits there like that. You see that? And then this. So what you do is, first of all, where's my, there they are. Here you go. Use these. Industry standard. I have not used them in the past in a lot of applications, but being that we're doing YouTube videos, use these, okay? See that little plastic grommet that goes on top of the cap, the decorative cap? Put that on top, push that through, grab the bottom, push that through, grab your tool, always the rubber's on the top, put that in there, and then feel it. Okay, you haven't walked with your tool for a minute, just gonna feel it and see where it's at. You can adjust it as you go. Nope, I need a little more. Twist it in. What do you think? Brand new snap. See that? That gray? That's handsome. So this is what we do. And we'll go all the way around. And then these, okay? These are a little different. I'll show you real quick how to install one of those. And then we're done with this video. So we'll start down here. You'll grab your punch, okay? And we'll come up here. And you know those holes I punched previously? Bam. We'll just walk around it. You see how I'm nibbling away at that? You see that? So that's all that is. It's not rocket science. Don't overthink it. It doesn't have to be this perfect hole. It just has to be that hole. And you'll bite off all the little pieces. All right. So what do we have? You with me? This is the fascia, and this is the backing. Long sleeve eyelets. So, and if you look at, again, this is, we're salvaging the existing frame, the frame around the window. Again, the frame. I know these videos are intended to be redundant. This is beating a dead horse. So again, I have to, just in case you just tuned in, this is, that's what this is all about. All right. We're saving money. So look at this. You see where that little score, that little score is? You see those little nicks? That's them. That's them. Don't overthink it. Line up your nicks. You see that? And if you have to, oftentimes you do. Make sure you got all the tools that you need. This is a really good tool for this. You bend them out. Lay them in your hand. They should stand straight up like a church steeple. That's good. Okay, so you see those old nicks? Put those in. And what you're gonna run into is this. You want a rubber mallet. Give it a whack. Simple pimple, comes right through. If it doesn't, look at that, imagine that. And then go through, take your things, push them in, see how that comes out? Push them in. See how that comes out? Push them in. Push them in. Push them in and bend them out just a little bit. Not too much. So now what do? You put that O-ring right in the middle. See that? Got your fascia on the top. Got your O-ring in the middle. Okay? So what I usually use is my, this is another Osborne tool. This is outstanding. This is like a multi-tool. I don't think it deserves one name. But what you do, see this? You come through with that tapered edge, push that down, push that down, push that down, push that down. Now come back and lay that over. Lay that over. Lay that over. Push that down so it cooperates, and then gently lay that over. Okay? That's how those are installed. There you go. So you have that, and you have that. So this is just repetition of all of this. These, we have 2 more of these, and 13 more of the other. And this is a perfect repair. So lastly, what you have to do is you take this banding, okay? This is Rockstar. And then you sew this around and it will look like that. That will be the binding that comes around. That's what it will look like when it is done. Okay? It's probably 65 cents a yard. And this is 5 yards. So yeah, that's how you do a window repair. And you come through on top of this and you sew over all of this. You come straight through on the top of this, or you have 2 panels that are hidden under one panel. When you're doing this preservation, you come straight across, sew across that existing panel. Okay? Sew across that, because this is under here. You don't want to tear this apart. When you put panels together, a stitch is hidden under another panel, and then that one is stitched on top of that, which is this. Do you see this? You see how this hides underneath of this? So when that is the case and you run across that and you are doing this complete restoration and keeping a frame, this is common. If you're going to be doing window glasses and replacing these zippered on, snap on accoutrements, you're going to run into this. So one more, this is just aesthetics. So this comes across, this panel's hid under both of these. This was sewn first. These laid on top of this. That's why you can see this stitch just tuck away and hide under this one. You don't see it. So what you do is when you come back around, because I'm going to sew on top of, I'm going to sew this, 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 and this again. Instead of stopping there, show the intent and sew straight through. Listen to me, believe me, live it, love it. Spit and Tax Upholstery. My name is Colt. I'm in Spokane, Washington. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. No nonsense. I'll see you around like a donut. Later.